What's up guys, Meredith with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we are checking out the Rough Country Hard Tri-Fold Flip-Up tonneau cover fitting all 2019 and newer Ram 1500s with the 5.7 foot bed. Now I do want to mention that this specific option will be for the Rams without the Ram box and without the multifunction tailgate, so just make sure that you get the right one for your truck. Now nonetheless, this is going to be a great choice for the Ram owner who is in search of a tonneau cover that won't just provide more of that finished appearance to the back of their truck, but will also be tough enough to keep bad weather and wannabe thieves out. Now this is also going to be one of the more affordable options for a hard tonneau cover. So if you are looking for the benefit of that extra security but don't necessarily want to shell out a ton of cash while doing it, this is going to be right up your alley. Now, as it says in the name, this is going to be a hard tri-fold, which will offer you that extra toughness that you may need out of a cover to resist any damage, whether it's intentional or just the weather. Now, it's also going to be very easy to fold up, making access to your bed very accessible. Now, because of the build, which I'll cover in just a second, this will also be lightweight and easy to flip open to access your bed, so you don't have to worry about having a ton of strength to flip this back. Now, what I think is notable about this cover though is the fact that you will be able to flip up the last panel when completely folded, so you have full access to your bed area if you do need to haul anything larger. Now you do sacrifice rear visibility when it is in that position. However, if you're not using it frequently, you just want the option to use the full space of your bed when needed, this cover will allow it. This cover will feature a durable UV protected hard outer layer and a lightweight 6061 aluminum frame, making it tough yet easy to fold. Now, along with the security of just being a hard cover that you can't easily tear into, this cover will stay secure when it's open thanks to the heavy duty nylon straps and the tough plastic buckles, in addition to the aluminum prop rod, so you can ensure that this is going to stay in place when driving, whether it is on the third fold here or propped up. The rails on this sides will also be made of a powder-coated aluminum construction and will be completely bolt-on, so you don't have to worry about drilling into your Ram. Now, as far as price goes, this is going to cost you right around $800. Now, usually when looking at bed covers, more cost-effective choices may not carry the same level of security or accessibility across the board, considering that most options will either be for a soft cover or will roll up instead of folding like this. Now, on the other hand, some pricier choices may have some extra bells and whistles that you may not necessarily need, making this a great middle ground choice that will provide you a ton of quality, function, and ease for the day-to-day use while lasting in the long run. Now, I think it is a great choice if you are looking for all of those features, in addition to having some flexibility when it comes to a tonneau cover on your Ram. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should take you only about 30 minutes to get the job done with some pretty basic hand tools. Now, speaking of the install, what we can do is head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on how to get this onto your Ram at home. So that is going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Tools required for this install include the included Allen wrench. What's up guys? Today we're installing a tonneau cover on our Ram, so let's get started. So now to install our clamps, we're first going to take the one with the flat edge here and the threaded hole on the bottom and thread in our knob, a couple of threads, and then we can find the cutout in our rail, slide that in. Now we can take the clamp with the ridges on the back and slide that behind our front clamp, and then we'll thread our Allen bolt into that threaded hole. And then we can snug up our knob and then take the included Allen wrench to tighten down our bolt. And then you'll do that same thing for the rest of your clamps on this side and repeat the same process on the other side. Next we have our weather strip that's going to go across the bulkhead here. So you're going to pull back on the double-sided tape backing and then just lay this across. Now, we're not going to do this for demonstration purposes, but you would just rip that backing off, stick it down. You might have to trim a little bit on the other side, so you can use a pair of scissors to do that. Next, we're going to be installing our drain tube. Now we have our drain fitting right here, and the hole we're going to be running the other end of our tube into here. So we're going to get it through the side of the bed first. and then we can connect it to that fitting. And then we can do that same thing on the other side. So now I've got the tonneau cover lifted up onto our side rails. We're gonna be dropping this long bolt through the hole towards the rear windshield. And then underneath, we're gonna be installing this knob, and after the knob, the wing nut. So now we can just drop this bolt down into the hole. And then we'll go underneath and install our knobs. Now we can grab our knob and thread onto that stud. And then once that's on there nice and tight, we can take our wing nut. Now we can take our hook and hook this into the smaller hole on our rail. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Rough Country Hard Tri-Fold Flip-Up Tonneau Cover for your 2019 and newer Ram 1500 with 5.7 foot box and without Ram box and multifunction tailgate. Thank you for watching, and for all things Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.